Stop blaming your PC, lag, or optimization. Today, I'm going to show you basic settings that every pro gamer does before gaming. And it's not a normal optimization video, by the way. It's more like an addicted gamer tutorial. Look, first of all, what I do, and not only me, even TenZ, Shroud, and other top streamers, after installing Windows, they do these basic things. And if you really watch them, you might have heard these types of settings and stuff discussed on their streams.
Valorant, I always go over here. I make sure that's compatibility, full screen optimizations, high DPI application right there.
So, yeah, basic settings, nothing magic here. You might have a question then. How do they perform so good and their bullets connect every time, right? Look, the main thing is your internet, and the second thing is your game sense. Between this, aim doesn't matter that much. I would say even 30% aim is enough for a good player. And I will prove that in this video. So first of all, I will add the game into graphics settings and set GPU preference to high performance. By the way, by default, Riot's destination is the C drive, but if you have installed it in a separate location, add the game from that location. The default location I will mention in the description or pinned comment. You can check that out. Okay, now the next thing is to optimize the game so FPS won't drop and there's less load on the GPU while rendering the game. Same thing, we will go into the game destination, C drive, then Riot Games, Valorant, and finally the live folder. Inside here, right-click on the Valorant folder, then go into Properties, then Compatibility. Click on Change Settings for all users. It will open a new window. Check the option Disable Full Screen Optimizations. After that, click on Change High DPI Settings, and it will open a new window tab. Here, check the option Override High DPI Scaling Behavior. Scaling performed by Application. Yep, check Application. For gaming, only Application. For tools, you may go with another option. Anyways, click OK, Apply, and OK. Now, another file, if we go into Shooter Game, then Binaries folder, inside this Win64 folder, now scroll down and at the end, you will find Valorant-Win64-Shipping. Right-click on it and apply the same settings on this file too. Now, the second most important thing is mouse acceleration. Now, this one is a little bit tough for beginners since mouse acceleration is a thing like, for example, if you move your mouse from point A to point B, your in-game crosshair should move the exact same distance. But if acceleration is on, then it might not be accurate. Sometimes it overflicks and sometimes it underflicks. By disabling this feature, you're ensuring there is no virtual movement. The mouse movement stays raw. How much you move it, it will move that much. Not less, not more. There are other factors that also exist, like a weak mouse sensor can drop that consistency and a bad mouse pad as well. But that's more of a budget side issue. A good average gaming mouse can help you achieve solid aim, so don't overthink that part. I tried so many mice in the past few months, and honestly, every mouse has different excuses, so avoid overthinking that. Almost every pro gamer uses different mice in the beginning, but after some time, they stick with a specific grip instead of the mouse itself. These topics go much deeper on the aim side, and if you're interested, I can share my experience too, since nowadays I practice aim a lot, and yeah, I've improved very much. Now, to improve aim, turning off mouse acceleration is important. Follow this carefully if you're interested in improving your aim. Click on the Windows icon and type Mouse Settings. One very less discussed but important thing that I've noticed in my entire gaming life is mouse pointer speed. It doesn't affect your accuracy or aim directly, but it helps improve your mouse control a lot and helps sync your aim with your overall movement. Look, most of the time we use the mouse on desktop, and in your mind there might be a question. Why can we control our mouse perfectly on screen, but in game we feel off on our sensitivity? Look, I'm not saying that if you can use your mouse on screen, then you're automatically good in game too. My point here is sensitivity. In game, you have a full 360 view, and on desktop, you don't. but still you're using the mouse up, down, left, right. What I mean is, if you match your mouse pointer speed with your in game sensitivity, then the chances are higher that your aim and sensitivity control in game will improve. Both are different scenarios that help you improve your aim faster when your mouse control becomes better. It's a little bit complex, but in short, if you watch any pro gamer settings, they do adjust these based on their personal preference. Donk, TenZ, Shroud, anyone. They all have their specific pointer speed. Try to match it with your in game sensitivity, and I bet in 1 month you will feel more comfortable while moving your mouse in game. As an aim learner, I noticed this myself, and no, I don't keep changing this stuff. Just keep it consistent with your in game sensitivity. Anyways, at the bottom you will see additional mouse settings. Go into that, then pointer options, and turn off enhance pointer precision. Hit apply and OK. Now, in-game settings, specifically for Valorant, if you feel like your reaction time is sluggish, the problem might not be your hands. It might be your highlight color. Switching from red to yellow or purple can actually speed up your brain's processing time. Our eyes are naturally more sensitive to bright yellow-green tones, making enemies pop instantly against the map background. By increasing this visual contrast, you stop squinting to find targets and start reacting to them. Give a new color a try for a few matches. You'll be surprised how much faster you can click heads when your brain doesn't have to work as hard to see them. But the result stands out only for those who actually understand aim mechanics. Not iron players, since they panic, shoot legs, and later blame the settings, which might not be correct. So for them I would suggest, don't change this unless you hit silver 3 or gold solo. Not like boyfriend carrying his girlfriend, vice versa. Now, next thing is sensitivity. Aim versus scoped multiplier and ADS sensitivity multiplier. Now, everyone has their own opinion, but I personally keep scoped and ADS multiplier the same. I feel like it helps me improve my mouse control even better instead of learning 3 different sensitivities at the same time, since I use ADS and scope while aiming. So, yeah. This is my personal opinion.
You fought well. One enemy remaining. Spike down B. Must I do everything?
And if you play PUBG PC, then you might agree with me that a beginner struggles a lot in the beginning because of different sensitivities. Map also plays an important role here, and I personally like the fixed map. It helps me understand the map easily. On rotating map, whenever you glance at it, you spend a few seconds just to read the layout, which wastes time, and enemies rush you or your team. So yeah. After that, nothing much. But at the end, there is bullet tracer. This is important for everyone, but for beginners the most. You can adjust your aim better because of these tracers. And that's it, guys. This is all you need to know for improving your game. Now, another tip that I use personally. In my case, I get good ping on Dubai around 45 and on Bahrain 55. But before jumping into a match, I always do a deathmatch to check which server is actually performing better. There is sometimes huge delay on my ISP routing side, which basically desyncs my game. Watch this clip. Hopefully you'll show some love on this video. And if you do, I'll share my complete Valorant journey soon, showing how I improved my game, especially my aim, and all the little things I do behind the scenes. This is something every casual gamer or even an addicted gamer dreams of. Learning those pro-level mechanics and aiming habits that actually make a difference. So I'll definitely continue this series. You'll get to see what works, what doesn't, and what you can practice without wasting time. Right now, I'm also doing Aim Lab to keep improving my aim consistently, and I'll share tips and tricks from that too, so you can see real progress over time. This series isn't going anywhere. We'll keep leveling up together. Till then, make sure to take care of yourself, keep practicing a bit every day, and I'll catch you in the next video with more tips, gameplay, and all the good stuff.